I don't do anything unless Tina says it's time to go. So Tina just gave me it's time to go. Good afternoon, everyone. What a joy it is to be standing here to welcome you to the class of 2025's graduation ceremonial board. This is a very special day. Today is about celebration, recognition, and community. And before I begin, I really want to invite all of our learners in the room to suspend your to-do list for the next 24 hours. Just for 24 hours. I know you have moves to orchestrate, goodbyes to share, lots of celebration and packing and credentialing paperwork and a lot of things. But I do hope that you can allow us to celebrate you today and tomorrow and let that be your focus. Today's ceremony is about honoring achievements, yes, but more importantly, it's about honoring the people behind those achievements and everyone that has taken a remarkable journey to help you get to this point. For all of our students, can I just invite you to close your eyes? You're due for a good nap, so just close your eyes, settle into your seat, push your shoulders down, take in a big deep breath. I'm going to take you in the Wayback Machine to walk you through a few milestones that you've encountered here while at medical school at Geisel. And I want you to see yourself experiencing each of these really important milestones. Remember the day that you were offered admission to Geisel. Did Dr. Pinto Powell call you? Was it an email that you opened? Do you remember the electric joy, a little bit of apprehension, what the hell have I gotten myself into moments that might have created? You said yes to something really big, something unknown, and it changed your life. We're going to travel a little in that Wayback Machine to the first day of medical school. We'll call that orientation. You probably don't remember a lot about the stuff you learned that day or were told that day, but you might remember the emotions and how it felt to walk into that first session. Perhaps unsure, perhaps excited, perhaps wondering, how did I get here? Did they make a mistake? Am I supposed to be here? Everybody around me is really brilliant. I hope I can do this. You found your people. You started to form bonds with classmates who would become your collaborators, your confidants, your chosen faculty, family, and future faculty. We're going to skip step 1 and 2. That was not a happy moment. So let's just go to your first clerkship. Remember walking into the ward that day, uncertain of where you stand, what you say. Do you look at a person? Do you look down? Do you answer yes? Do you say, I don't know? What are the implications of saying that? You shifted from the classroom to the clinic, the nerves that brought to you. Some of you may have been mistakenly called doctor or nurse, and you had to correct them that I'm just a third-year student. You felt honored and slightly terrified in that year. You learned so much, not just about medicine, but about people, about suffering, resilience, and more importantly, about yourself. Keep going down this train and this trip to your first residency interview. The moment you really started to recognize how far you've come and what you've become. And then match day. Standing or sitting in Lebanon Opera House, anxiously waiting for that envelope or that email. The relief, the pride, the anticipation of what's next. Today we mark another milestone. Today isn't about just awards. It's about recognizing the entire arc of this journey. It's about celebrating you and your classmates' achievements and all of those that have stood beside you through it all. Whether your name is called or not today for a specific award, please remember that you're already worthy of recognition just by being here, just by having earned your MD degree. This may be one of the last few moments that we gather together as a full class before each of you heads off to the next destination. So let this be a time of presence. If you've not already opened your eyes and look around. See your classmates. Thank your classmates for being there for you. Look at your faculty. Thank them for helping you get here and for being there for you. Thank Dean Compton and Dean Chiminti and all of the other leaders who work so tirelessly to keep this place a place that will always be your home, regardless of where you go. And when you're ready to come back as a faculty, see Dr. Erica Brown. Okay? On behalf of the faculty and staff and all of us who have had the privilege of watching you grow, I offer my deepest congratulations. Today is all about you. Again, allow us to celebrate and love on you for the next 24 hours, and then you can get back to doing the busy things that you need to do in order to continue on. Before we continue, I would like to offer, though, a special thank you to a very special guest that is with us today. You'll hear a lot more about her tomorrow, but in our presence is the former United States Surgeon General, Dr. Antonio Novello. If you can please stand. We are so grateful to have Dr. Novello with us for a couple of days. If you've not already had a chance to speak with her and receive one of her books, please do so before we leave for today. And I really look forward to your remarks tomorrow. So thank you so much for traveling and being here with us. All right, I have the tough job of introducing Dr. Dwayne Compton, the Dean for the Geisel School of Medicine, who will offer a few remarks. And then we're going to get started on the celebration. Dean Compton.
Well, thank you. It's great to be here. This is actually a culminating moment for a lot of us, including myself. We'll talk about that tomorrow. I'm really proud of all of you. You know, this is a ceremony of gratitude. It brings together our faculty and in all the different departments and all the different roles they play in a way that we can honor your achievements. And it's a really special moment. Dr. Cunningham put it the best. It's time to set aside things and let us give you some love back over the next 2 days. So I'm really excited to learn who our awardees are. I get to learn with you. I don't know who the awardees are for the different awards, so I am excited to learn in real time and look forward to hearing about it. So congratulations to all of you. I'm really looking forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. With all your families and having the big class day ceremony. So congratulations to each of you.
It is our honor to introduce to you Dr. Karen Guthakonda, the Assistant Professor of Anesthesiology, to join me at the podium to begin our program with the conferral of the Department Excellence Awards. Dr. Guthakonda will confer the Department of Anesthesiology Outstanding Graduating Student Award.
We had a great class of 8 students who matched into anesthesiology this year, and it's a testament to the strength of that class that all of them received votes for this award today. The outstanding student is a former PICU nurse who demonstrated her expertise in hands-on medicine through her clerkship and also sub-I. And I shouldn't say clerkship, it's a elective. And she stood out among especially the education leadership, the program director, assistant program director, and the head of education in our department, who all specifically mentioned her as being an outstanding student. So she received our award. That's Kate Miller.
Thank you, Dr. Guthakonda. It's now my pleasure to introduce to you Dr. Alicia DeGrassa, Assistant Professor of Dermatology and Medical Education, to confer the Department of Dermatology Richard D. Baughman Outstanding Scholar Award.
Thank you. I am delighted to confer the Department of Dermatology Richard D. Baughman Outstanding Scholar Award to the graduating student who has demonstrated exceptional intellectual curiosity and devotion to the scholarly pursuit of investigative dermatology. This student exhibits the potential to contribute meaningfully to the scientific advancement of the field of dermatology as exemplified by Dr. Richard Baughman. And this year's award goes to Catherine Bradley. And now I would like to invite up Dr. Andrew Thompson, Assistant Professor of Emergency Medicine, to confer the Department of Emergency Medicine Student Award for Excellence in Emergency Medicine.
The Emergency Medicine Student Award recognizes a fourth-year Dartmouth Geisel student for their excellence, dedication, and commitment to patient and specialty of emergency medicine as exhibited during their clinical rotation and involvement in the Department of Emergency Medicine. And I'm honored to award this year's recipient, Andrew Pettit. Oh, Andrew, picture. I'd like to invite Dr. Amanda Ratliff, Assistant Professor of Medicine, to confer the Department of Medicine Paul Gerber Student Award.
I am delighted to confer the Department of Medicine Paul Gerber Outstanding Graduating Student Award. The award is presented to the graduating senior whose intellectual skills and compassion and patient orientation best typifies the ideal internist. The qualities of a superb internist, as exemplified by Dr. Paul Gerber, who, as an aside, was one of my first mentors here, include intellectual rigor, a devotion to the art and science of clinical medicine, the capacity to inspire excellence, and a deep commitment to the care of the individual. And the recipient is Jessica Cruz. I would like to invite Dr. Oliver Phillips, the Assistant Professor of Neurology, to confer the American Academy of Neurology Medical Student Prize for Excellence in Neurology.
All right, so I'm part of the Department of Neurology, and on behalf of Dr. Rojo Soto, who couldn't be here today, I'm pleased to present this award. And having reviewed his CV during the residency process, I'm very, very impressed and very much looking forward to following his career. The award goes to Mr. Suwon Park. All right, please welcome Dr. Patience Gallagher, Assistant Professor of OBGYN, to confer the next award from the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology.
I am delighted to confer the Barry Smith Award for Excellence in Obstetrics and Gynecology. This award is given to a student who is dedicated to the Dartmouth community and to women's health. This student gives unselfish support in the local and medical communities, has the capacity for clinical excellence, and demonstrates the spirit and love of one's profession. This year's recipient is Sean Shi. And I am also delighted to invite up Dr. Robert Blackman, Assistant Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology, to join me at the podium to confer the Saul Blackman Award for Excellence in Maternal and Child Health in Obstetrics and Gynecology and Excellence in Pediatrics.
All right. Well, I'm so thrilled to be here to award the Saul Blackman Award for Excellence in Maternal and Child Health. This award was established in memory of my father, Saul Blackman. This might take a second. It is to recognize the graduating student who has demonstrated, in addition to distinction in maternal and child health studies, a love of humanity, which has found special expression in the care and concern for women and children. And I'm particularly thrilled to be awarding this to Carly Radican. I'd like to invite Dr. Vincent Pellegrin, Professor of Orthopedics and of Health Policy and Clinical Practice, to confer the Dr. Freddy Fu Orthopedic Surgery Medical Student Award.
It's my great privilege to represent the Department of Orthopedics and Anna Miller, our new chair, to present the Freddy H. Fu Award. Freddy was a dear friend. He's a Dartmouth degree holder as an undergrad, stayed on to do medical school here. In 2018, he was awarded the Outstanding Career Achievement Award by the Dartmouth Medical School. Freddy came from a far-off place, Hong Kong, to attend college at Dartmouth, much like Adina did. She came from a far-off place in Mississippi. Freddy represented diversity. He was a passionate, enthusiastic, and brilliant man. Championed sports medicine at Pittsburgh. Adina has all of those qualities: outstanding energy, intelligence, and she's twice as kind. And so she represents the new generation of orthopedic surgeons, and I'm thrilled to give Adina Harry this award. And my next job is to represent Carol Liu, Associate Professor of Pathology and Lab Medicine, to confer the Elizabeth French Distinguished Student Award in Pathology.
So this award is presented annually to a graduating student for excellence in the study of pathology. It was established in memory of Elizabeth French, who was an inspiring educator, an astute diagnostician, and a compassionate physician, and an important advocate for training of technician students in the clinical laboratory. Dr. French was the first woman physician at Dartmouth Medical School to be a full professor, and she transformed the way transfusion medicine was practiced during her tenure. Now it's my pleasure to present this award to, actually we have two awardees this year. The first will be John Emery. And the second awardee is Francisco Emelin. And I just want to add a side note, these two excellent students also received a Distinguished Medical Student Award from CAP, which is College American Pathologists, the largest association for pathologists. So the next, I would invite Julie Kim, Associate Professor of Pediatrics and President of New Hampshire APP, to present New Hampshire Pediatric Society Award.
I'm honored to present the New Hampshire Pediatric Society Award. This award is given to the member of the graduating class entering pediatrics who, in the opinion of peers and faculty, best exemplifies the qualities one looks for in a pediatrician: a competent, caring, and good-humored person, and most importantly, someone whom I would want to take care of my children and grandchildren. This award goes to Matthew Goff. I would like to invite Dr. Will Torrey, Chair and Professor of Psychiatry, to confer the Department of Psychiatry Outstanding Student Award.
So this award recognizes a graduating student whose caring, compassion, intellect, dedication to care of the suffering for people suffering from psychiatric illness, and sets an example for others, and who shows great potential for leadership in psychiatry. This year's recipient has shown a commitment to community service, improving health outcomes for marginalized people, and making medical knowledge really accessible and understandable for patients. So this year, I have the honor of awarding this to Sarah Naga. All right, now I'd like to invite Dr. Petra Lewis, Professor of Radiology and OBGYN, to confer the Hart Crow Award in Radiology.
Very excited to give the Hart Crow Award in Radiology. Hart Crow was a pioneer in the use of medical ultrasound, wrote the first book on ultrasound in medicine in the country, was a long-time mentor of mine, and I still get to deliver him a Christmas cake to Kendall every year. He's well into his 90s, but still sharp as a tack. So anyway, this year's award is given to, well, you can read the blurb in the brochure. It's basically the best medical student who has come through our department in that year. Overwhelmingly voted to somebody who's going to be an awesome neuroradiologist. I think he was born to be a neuroradiologist. He came in to us saying, I'm going to be a neuroradiologist, and that's where he's going. Well, I'll be looking out for him at, well, national meetings if ever we go to the same one. Anyway, I'm happy to give this to Leanne Locke. Congratulations. And I'd like to invite Ted Truss, who's the interim chair of the Department of Surgery, to confer the Arthur Natov Surgical Scholar Award.
It's my great honor to present the Arthur Natov Surgical Scholar Award. The recipient I haven't actually worked with, but when I asked about her and her accomplishments, I think all the praises are still downloading onto my hard drive. It's been amazing. She's been described as the ultimate package, the full triple threat of education, research, compassionate, caring physician, and she's basically being awarded this as the person in the graduating class who has the greatest potential to make a significant contribution to the field of surgery. And she's done remarkable in the ENT research, and I don't think our faculty, Joe Petafar, could be where he is today without her today. So it's my great pleasure to give this to Tori Lee. She's always trying to do better by climbing up the stairs when she's on crutches. I'd like to invite Dr. Lisa McBride, Associate Dean for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and Belonging, and Jerome Wilcox, Director of Inclusive Excellence, to confer the Diversity Visionary Award.
We have the honor and privilege of conferring the Diversity Visionary Leadership Award, Jerome.
I wonder who's going to get it this year. Well, we know this award recognizes a medical student, or students in this case, who have a distinguished track record through their outstanding commitment to making medicine more representative and accessible to the diverse population it serves. The two people, they were synonymous when I came here. You couldn't say one name without the other. They were two peas in a pod, and I almost thought they were twins. And their track record helping to build our medical Spanish pathways of distinction, yeah, we all know their names. We know them simply as Eddie and Mockery. Come on down.
Come on down.
Okay. At this time, please welcome Dr. Julie Taylor, Professor of Community and Family Medicine, to confer our next award, the Julian and Melba Jerich Memorial Prize.
This prize was established by Dr. Frederick Jerich, class of 1965, and Esther K. Jerich in memory of Dr. Jerich's parents. Dr. Julian Everett Jerich was a radiologist on the staff of Harvard Medical School, and Mrs. Melba Jerich. This award is given to a member of the graduating class in recognition of academic excellence and of scholarly, cultural, and humanitarian achievement outside of the medical curriculum. This recipient demonstrates evidence of intellectual interests and potential for leadership in medicine. So congratulations to Andrew Pettit. Next, I will confer the Merk Manual Awards. These awards are given to outstanding students in medical studies for their contribution to the Geisel School of Medicine community. So this year's recipients, please come on down, Connor Bridges and Michael Koo. Next, I'd like to invite Dr. Mike Zubkoff, Director of the MD-MBA program, to confer the Payson, Wilson, Hampers MD-MBA Scholars Awards.
Good afternoon. This award, established in 2005, is given annually to the outstanding senior for their academic excellence, leadership qualities, and potential to make significant contributions to both medicine and the economic aspects of healthcare. This year's recipient is Matt Groff. You can only take one this time. Let's introduce. Oh, please welcome, Leah Matthew, who is Assistant Professor of Community and Family Medicine and Medical Education, to confer the John F. Ratabo Community Award.
All right, I'll let you read the description yourself, but just a few words. This recipient, we are so impressed by her community engagement work, both at Geisel and in the broader community, particularly with migrant workers and in the Human Rights Asylum Clinic. Her Swigert Ethics Fellowship work and commitment to sharing it have broadened the perspectives of so many in our communities. We are excited to see where your future engagement with these communities leads, and we are confident that she will bring positive changes to her patients, her communities, and our profession. Micah Trotwine.
Please welcome Dr. Sonia Kimianti, Dean of Educational Affairs, to confer the John and Sophia Zazzlo Prize.
Through the generosity of Stephen L. Zazzlo, class of '58, and his wife Francine L. Zazzlo, this annual prize is awarded to the graduating student who best exemplifies the qualities of spirit, mind, and heart shown by Dr. John Zazzlo, his father, during 50 years of general practice in Brooklyn, New York. And Dr. Zazzlo was described by his son as a compassionate healer, an astute diagnostician, and a practical therapist of body and soul. And his devotion to his patients embodied Francis Weld Peabody's secret that the care of the patient is caring for the patient. This year's recipient, during his time at Geisel, has exemplified the characteristics for which Dr. Zazzlo is honored. His curiosity has led to his involvement in several research projects transcending medicine and the business of healthcare, and his dedication to his fellow students was reflected in his terrific service as a student member of Geisel's Academic Progress Committee and the Professional Standards and Conduct Board. Please join me in congratulating Dan Denson.
I'd like to invite Dr. Tim Gardner, Professor of Medicine, Assistant Dean to Medical Student Research, to confer the Marsh, Tenny, and Douglas Sipes Research Awards.
It's really a pleasure to be with you all today, and this is a really tough choice because we've put such an emphasis on research for all of you. And just so you know, your graduating class, I just think, hit 100 manuscripts published as a class, so that's really, really impressive. So incredibly difficult to make this choice, but I have the chance to give 2 awards today, and I'll start with the Marsh Tenny Research Award, and this is named after Marsh Tenny. Throughout his long service to Dartmouth, he strongly favored the involvement of medical students in research to enable them to experience the excitement and challenge of investigative medicine. Established in 2013, this prize is given annually to a graduating student who has demonstrated excellence in research. And I'm really excited to give this to a future and current basic science immunologist, Francesco Emiliani. Okay, so I have one more to give to two students, both incredibly deserving. So this is the Douglas Zipes Research Prize in Medicine. And again, we're giving this to two students today. This was established in 1997. This prize is given annually to the student or student pursuing an MD degree in excellence for research in any area of medicine. And it's made possible by the Douglas Zipes MD from Dartmouth College 61 and Medicine 62, where at Indiana University Medical Center, Dr. Zipes is a distinguished professor of medicine emeritus. So we have two students, and I'll speak to each of them just briefly. Our first is Akash Halagar, who I met several years ago when he first started as a first year, who's done amazingly and clinically important research in diversity around otolaryngology. So it's really, really a privilege to have him. And our second student is Sue Park, who's done amazing work in neurology and machine learning. So really, really excited for both of you guys. Congratulations. So I'd like to invite Dr. Sue Tansky, Professor of Pediatrics and Associate Director of the Coupe Institute, and Mrs. Cora Hope Coupe to present the Sierra Coupe Student and Faculty Awards.
Thank you all for being here. I'm really excited to honor our recipients and to honor all of you in the class. You guys have done extraordinary things. Established in 2005, this award honors the career and values of Dr. C. Everett Coupe and the enormous courage that he showed in his lifelong quest for better health and health care. Both Geisel and indeed our nation are better places because of his efforts. In the hope of continuing and encouraging his spirit and courage, we honor today both a student and a member of our faculty who have shown this courage in serving the public good. So I'm very proud to present to Dr. Joel Bradley, MD. Joel, are you here? Come on down. And Micah Trautwein. Okay, now I'd like to invite Dr. Chimenti back to confer the Leonard TOAO Humanism Award, Humanism and Medicine Award.
I am really delighted to announce this year's recipients of the Leonard TOAO Humanism and Medicine Award for faculty and student, presented by the Arnold P. Gold Foundation. Leonard TOAO was a philanthropist who was known for a strong, caring nature and a desire to create opportunities for others to help themselves. The TOAO Award was created as a tribute to this gentleman who lived his life with great compassion and respect for others, advocating for students and for humanitarian health care. And those honored with this special recognition become members of the Gold Humanism Honor Society if they are not already members. So I'm going to start with the faculty. I'm going to go a little out of order. Faculty recipients of the TOAO Award are mentors and exemplars of humanism in the care of patients and their families. And for this award, the entire graduating class is asked to nominate and select a medical school clinically active faculty member. This year's recipient of the TOAO Humanism Faculty Award is Dr. John Dick, Assistant Professor of Medicine and Assistant Dean for Clinical Skills Excellence. And Dr. Dick, will you join me while I say a few words? Dr. Dick is celebrated by students for his compassionate care of his patients and his exemplary humanism in clinical medicine. And he really models the criteria for this award, specifically compassion, respect for others, advocacy, and humanitarian health care. And throughout his career in medical education, he has mentored and guided hundreds of students, helping them prepare for and navigate the clinical years, And additionally and notably, he is repeatedly recognized as the faculty member who students can connect with for compassionate support during times of challenge. So please join me again in congratulating Dr. Dick. All right. The student recipient of the TOAO Humanism Award must be a graduating medical student nominated by peers from the Gold Humanism Honor Society, also as an exemplar of humanism and compassion in the care of patients and families. And I can think of no more deserving a recipient than this student selected by her classmates. Micah Troutwine, would you please come down while I say a few words? I first met Micah when she was an M1, when she oriented me to the dairy farms where students volunteered with Project Salute, providing much-needed medical and dental care for the farm workers under the supervision of a team of care practitioners. As Micah walked me around the farm, showing me where the volunteers would provide healthcare information and screening for the farm workers, I was struck by her compassion, maturity, thoughtful, ethical, and respectful care, and her dedication to the patients she was serving. Fast forward to our subsequent many conversations during the clinical years when I began to learn more about her volunteer work in the ED and her project as a Swigert Fellow, giving voice to those in healthcare who may not be heard. Micah, your classmates have chosen well. You are so deserving of this incredible honor, and I know that your future patients during residency and beyond will feel blessed that you are their physician. Congratulations. So now I would like to invite Mrs. Lynn Janswick to confer the Kyle Janswick Memorial Award.
Hi, I am so honored to be here to present the Kyle Janisek Memorial Award. It's awarded annually to a member of the graduating class who best exemplifies the qualities of human connection and dedication to a craft embodied by Kyle Janisek. A member of the Geisel class of 2020 and 2021, Kyle was a fast friend with a knack for sparking familiarity in any social situation. He was an elite athlete, an ocean lifeguard, a self-taught musician whose spirit touched the lives of his friends, classmates, teachers, and family. I'm very honored to present this award to, I hope I say this right, Monica Gabrielle, or Gabriel.
Thank you for being here with us. Please welcome Dr. Brian Catlin, Clinical Associate Professor of Medical Education, to the podium to congratulate our Dartmouth Mosenthal Surgical Society inductees and fellow faculty.
The anatomists in the medical education department excuse me, are honored to accept our 6 new inductees into the Mosenthal Society. Since there's so many of them, I'm not going to read the fancy stuff here, but I will call their names. Please hold your applause until they all come down here together. Steve Anti Boaziaco, India Dasbach, Macri Gil Diaz, Adina Harry, Tori Lee, Shannon Robbins, Jacob Slagle, and Araya Verforden. I think that's 8, not 6. Later. They have selected a faculty member, and Adina will present that award.
All right, so on behalf of all of us, we nominated a faculty member to this society, Dr. David Zoibel, for your commitment to medical student teaching and for demonstrating to all of us what it means to be a surgeon who maintains a commitment for patient humanity and their own humanity.
Yes, it was a pleasure to work with Dr. Soybel, and it's a pleasure to extend him this award. He's one of the reasons I am becoming a general surgeon, so I'm very happy to be able to award him this too.
It's my pleasure to invite Drs. Martha Wu and Seth McLennan, co-chairs of the Cybertson Alumni Committee, to the podium to congratulate our Cybertson Fellows and Scholars.
Hello. Seth and I are thrilled to be here. We came up from Boston. We love coming up to the Upper Valley, especially for an occasion such as this. We were the 1997 Cybertson Fellows. So based on academic merit and involvement in the Dartmouth community, these are awarded annually to students entering the 4th year of medical school. The Cybertson Scholars Program began in 1986, and the students selected each year reflect the ideals for which Dr. Cybertson stood. Dr. Cybertson graduated from Dartmouth's medical school in 1923 and remained here until his death in 1960. He was professor of anatomy, secretary of the medical school and dean, and he devoted his entire professional life to Dartmouth's pre-medical and medical students, serving as their teacher, advisor, and friend. And I know I speak for Seth and the rest of the committee when I say that we were absolutely blown away by the accomplishments of our scholars and fellows.
This year I have the honor of announcing the 5 scholars and the Cybertson Fellow. I will remind you that 25 plus years ago, we were up there, and some old people were telling us, counting our names, but this means you have an open invitation every year to return back here in the fall and join our committee and the festivities. And if you do it enough times, someone's going to ask you to be the chair of the committee. So I'm going to have the 5 scholars first, and just please hold your applause. Steve Antwi Boasiaco, Eleanor Bond, Michelle Dong, Timothy McAuliffe, and Tamar Mosulishvili. And This year, we had the honor of conferring the Cybertson Fellow Award to Ernie Tao. I now have the pleasure of introducing Sonia Cimienti, who's going to give the Dean's Leadership Award.
The Dean's Leadership Award is given to an outstanding graduating medical student who has exercised effective leadership during their time as a student at Geisel, such that in doing so, they are recognized by their peers and faculty as a person who consistently demonstrates authenticity, self-awareness, and integrity, as well as a sincere commitment to a cause larger than themselves. This year's recipient is an extraordinary student leader, dedicated to excellence in medical education, balancing her leadership responsibilities expertly and efficiently with her core development in education and medical school. Her leadership roles have included consistent representation on the Medical Education Committee beginning in her first year at Geisel. With diplomacy, tact, curiosity, and advocacy, she has collaborated with educational leaders to explore and address challenges and opportunities in our program, ranging from LCME issues to policy modification, engagement in course and phase reviews. She's been an active participant throughout her 4 years, and I'm delighted to announce that this year's Dean's Leadership Award goes to Tamar Mosulishvili. Sorry about that. I'd now like to invite Dr. Leah Matthew, Assistant Professor of Community and Family Medicine and Medical Education, to the podium to confer the New Hampshire Academy of Family Physicians Award for the promise of excellence in family medicine.
And this award goes to a student who exemplifies the broad interests and engagement of a family physician. We are confident that her strong clinical skills, her advocacy, her capacity to build meaningful connections, and a commitment to growing awareness of family medicine will continue to enrich her career, her communities, and her profession. We're so excited to see where her passions take her. Her patients, colleagues, and community will be lucky to have her. Raven Bennett will be the Yes, I'd like to invite Dr. Ellen Joyce, MD, Assistant Professor of Obstetrics and Gynecology, to the podium to confer the New Hampshire American Congress of Obstetricians and Gynecologists for the New Hampshire American Congress of Obstetricians and Gynecologists Award.
Hello, and congratulations to all the graduating seniors. It's a very exciting time for you. I'm Ellen Joyce. I'm an OBGYN here. I'm the ACOG District 1 Secretary. I used to be the New Hampshire ACOG Section Chief when I started this award, so that was a while ago. This award is given to a graduating senior going into OBGYN who we feel like is going to be a leader in our field. And this particular student is going to be a leader in our field. I know that I'm going to see her later in life at meetings, and I know that she is going to be a forever friend for me. And I couldn't be happier to be giving this to Madison Newmeyer. Okay. Oh, I'm just introducing Dr. Cunningham back.
That's easy. That's an easy one. Please, everyone, join me in a round of applause for all of our students receiving it today. It is so exciting to be able to celebrate all of your achievements and contributions, your care for the community, your care for one another, and the commitment that you bring to the profession you are joining. We congratulate all of you and appreciate having had the privilege to be a part of your journey along your time here at Geisel. I would now like to invite Alex Conway, Constance Fontenette, Nicholas Fuller, and Ronnie Zipkin to join me at the podium to confer the 2025 Faculty Teaching Awards.
Okay, I'm Alex, and as you can see, hi. As you can see in the programs, the Almy House Staff Teaching Award honors someone who has a massive commitment to medical student education, particularly as an intellectual and ethical role model. And I worked with this recipient for a week on the stroke service during my neurology clerkship. And on day one, I remember being mind blown that she printed out articles for us to read. And I was like, wait a second, attendings do this kind of stuff, not residents. So she was at this next level. It turned out to be one of the more useful articles that had ever been printed for me. And then she gave us a chalk talk on hemorrhagic versus ischemic strokes, which gives you about 40% of the knowledge you need for your neurology shelf exam. And we were just like set sailing from there. This person was pointing out pertinent imaging findings for the exclusive purpose of medical student learning. So not just the big, bright, bleeding stroke, but do you see what the globus pallidus is doing here? Do you see how their corpus callosum is this way? And it was that next level attention to detail for someone at my learning level that made me nominate this person. And I'm so excited to honor Dr. Sophia Ahmad.
Hi everyone, I am Nicholas Fuller. I'll present the Basic Science Teaching Award. So it was established in 1986. These awards honor the basic science and clinical science faculty members distinguished for excellence in teaching medical students, and graduating students select the recipients of these awards. So I'm presenting the Basic Science Teaching Award to Dr. Hopley for all of the amazing mentorship and teaching that he's done for so many of us in the class of 2025. I know for me personally, when I asked him to be my residency mentor, he was more than willing, despite the fact he had never done it before, and was just willing to learn and to support me in any way that he could. And I know that he's done that for so many of us in our class. And I also know that as far as teaching us about the kidney, so many of us are going to hear his words, in our ears as interns, trying to figure out, does this person need fluids? Do they not? So I'm so honored to present this award to Dr. Hopley.
Hi, I'm Constance. This is fun for me because I also happen to be Nicholas's roommate, so it's fun to go after him. I'm very honored to present the Clinical Science Teaching Award to Dr. Atkins. Dr. Atkins has been a staple of my experience at Geisel during our first year. I see some of us in this room who are in our respiratory small group where Dr. Atkins very carefully and very nicely many times explained to us how you deliver oxygen. But most of us mostly know him as a really exceptional MICU attending who really blends medical knowledge with an incredible amount of empathy and still manages to coach soccer after that. So Dr. Atkins, it's our pleasure to give you this award. And also Dr. Hopley and Dr. Atkins will be your hooders tomorrow, so that's very exciting for us.
Hi there, I'm Ronnie Zipkin. I've known some of you here for a good while as an MD PhD, and I'm here to present the Joseph O'Donnell Faculty Award. Dr. O'Donnell was my faculty advisor, advising dean when I started here, and this is a special thing for me to be awarding this prize. Dr. O'Donnell, the Dr. O'Donnell Award was established by the class of 2016 to be given to a member of the Geisel faculty who prioritized a culture of respect and care, advancing the mission of the school through their work with students. Dr. O'Donnell graduated from Dartmouth Medical School and returned as a faculty member in 1978. And during that time, he has encouraged and supported thousands of medical students through their training. He has always reminded students to leave the campsite better than we found it, and in doing so, ensured the generations of students that started practice with this mission in mind. I'm happy to award this honor to Dr. Dick, who was an amazing advisor to me and many through my time here, and I'm so honored to be able to.
I'm very excited to introduce Dr. Tim Gardner for the Ann J. Davis Award. Dr. Gardner has provided ongoing mentorship and advocacy for innumerable Geisel medical students, particularly within research. Personally, Dr. Gardner has been an incredible advisor during my time at Geisel, from connecting me with research mentors as early as my first month of coming up to the Upper Valley, starting med school here, passionately advocating for a student group community service project, and also encouraging me to help find the balance during challenging times of the past 4 years of med school. So I'm excited that we have the chance to celebrate him for this award. Congratulations, Dr. Gardner, for this well-deserved honor.
We are entering the home stretch. So as we pivot to our teaching awards, I would also like to welcome Dr. Leah Matthew back to the podium to confer our 2025 Clerkship Awards for outstanding contributions to the Geisel learning community.
I'm not going to read the description, but I will just say that Geisel has so many amazing preceptors, so this is never an easy choice, and it really is particularly an honor for those people who are awarded this, because it's an honor within a really strong field. So I think maybe we will hold our applause till we have everybody down here. For the Department of Community and Family Medicine, I have Dr. Amy Martell. For the Department of Medicine, we have an inpatient and an advanced ambulatory. So for inpatient, Dr. John Dick. For advanced ambulatory medicine, we have Kushinga Bavut. For the Department of Neurology, we have Dr. Oliver Phillips. For the Departments of Obstetrics and Gynecology, we have Heidi Reinhardt. For the Department of Pediatrics, we also have an inpatient and an outpatient. For inpatient, we have Dr. Fiona Henderson. For outpatient, we have Dr. Laura Greer. For the Department of Psychiatry, we have Dr. Jared Zucker. And for the Department of Surgery, Dr. David Soybell. And a round of applause, please.
At this time, I would like to invite Dr. Sarah Crockett to join me at the podium so that we may confer the 2025 Excellence in Career Advising and Professional Development Awards.
It is my honor to recognize all of the many advisors in many capacities who have helped support this class and many other classes in achieving their personal and professional goals and to be launched into this next stage of your medical training. Before we announce the awards, I would like to acknowledge all of the specialty advisors that we have within our career advising team. So if any of you are in the room today on any of the specialty teams, I invite you to stand, and I invite all the rest of us to give a large round of applause for our specialty advising team, who really is the heart and soul of the advising process here at Geisel. So all of our specialty advisors, please stand. There's truly no way to fully acknowledge or compensate these advisors for everything that they do from the time our students arrive until this moment when we're sending you off to the next stage of your training. But I think the greatest possible return for this investment that we make is seeing you, our students, really accomplishing the goals that you set out to achieve. And as was pointed out earlier, we will be spending time with you, the students, in future conferences and research presentations as faculty in the different institutions where you work. And it is truly our honor to support you and be part of this advising team. So without further ado, I would like to recognize two of our very amazing faculty. We had a tie vote, and I thought it was only fair to recognize both of the recipients of this award for faculty excellence in career advising. This award recognizes a special advisor or advisors who have demonstrated exceptional commitment, guidance, and support throughout the student's journey to residency. I'll let you read the rest, but I want to acknowledge both of our advisors, Dr. Ellen Joyce from the Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology, and Dr. Carrie Rosenkrantz from the Department of General Surgery. Department of Surgery. Please come down, both of you. I could spend a lot of time speaking at length about these two amazing physicians. They're both mentors and inspirations to me, myself, and I know they have been to many, many students. They are tireless in advocating for their students, in supporting them and guiding them, and I cannot say enough about the good work that they both do. Thank you very much for honoring them today. Next, we would like to recognize the program that is achieving excellence in career advising this year. So this award honors the clinical department that has demonstrated outstanding commitment to career advising and professional development of our medical students and fosters a supportive and inclusive environment in which students are guided thoughtfully through the complex process of specialty selection, residency preparation, and long-term career planning. Again, we have so many amazing teams in each of the specialties who work tirelessly. It is not just one advisor, but truly all of the staff, the coordinators, the faculty who help achieve the launching of our students in this process. And this year we would like to recognize the Department of Family Medicine for their amazing support of our students. We have a small representation because many of them are celebrating a wedding. And if any of you know me, I think that celebrating family, babies, weddings is a very good reason to be away. So Leah Matthew is representing the whole team today as they're celebrating very important life milestones. So thank you, Leah, for representing. And a special shout out especially to Tanya Ludinger, Kyle Rattray, Scotty Lyson, And I also want to acknowledge that we have two advisors who put a lot of time and effort in, I think may have supported some of our students here, Ernestine Lee and Jesse Reynolds, who sadly have moved on to other roles, but I just want to thank all of that team for the work that has been put in over the years.
Before she goes too far up those stairs, I do want to take a moment to offer a very special thank you to Dr. Sarah Crockett, who has made a lasting impact on so many of our students. Sarah, your steady guidance, your deep knowledge, and most of all, your unwavering belief in each of the students' potential has been a gift to this community. From the first steps of exploring specialties to the final moments of a rank order list before match day, you have been a trusted advisor, a thoughtful listener, and a fierce advocate. Thank you for the years of dedicated service, for the many evenings and weekends spent reviewing CVs, prepping for interviews, and most importantly, calming nerves. You've helped students not only navigate their careers, but to find their voice and direction within. Your work has made a difference, and your legacy will continue into the journeys of every student you've guided. Please join me in thanking Dr. Sarah Crockett for her exceptional service for Geisel. I would like to invite Dr. John Dick to the podium to present the Staff Excellence for Career Advising and Professional Development Award.
I think it's appropriate we're finishing out with this award. It's weighty, so bear with me. I'm honoring one of my best friends here, Matt Geisel, who passed away last month. Her family's with us here today. Dan, her husband, the extended family. Dan will have you come up in a minute. So it's with heavy heart and sincere gratitude that I present this award to our late colleague and friend, Allison Ricker. I think it's too soon. Yes, I got it. Allison gave 20 years of service to Geisel. She loved the students. That's why she was here. She loved her colleagues. You were her second family. Dan, you agree with that, right? You told me that. She would sometimes inappropriately joke that she was the mom and I was the dad of the students in clinical education. I was like, Allison, we can't say that. But she'd be so proud of all of her students. She really would be. She's here with us, here with you. She was loyal to a fault. She could get in trouble with that loyalty. Yup. But it's why we loved her. She's one of the most dedicated. She was the most dedicated Geisel team member that I've ever worked with. I've been here for 20 years. She gave her heart and soul to this school. I think the thing that I admired most about her is she sought out those who needed her support the most. It was the underdog. And they know who they are, you know who you are. One of them reached out to me yesterday and sent a beautiful photo of him with her at graduation last year. Dan, I've got it for you. She'll be dearly missed. She will not be forgotten. And we appreciate this opportunity to acknowledge her strong work on behalf of so many students in the school that she loved. She could be a loud person. I used to say, Allison, you're so loud and proud. And she was a Vermonter like me, so it went a little bit against our grain. But she could be loud in the office. So, Dan, I don't know if that's how it was at home or not. So in recognition and honor of our friend, our colleague, our loved one, Allison Ricker, I'd ask those of you that can to please stand. Let's please, in a moment, make some noise that Allison can hear. I don't think she's very far away, but in case she is, let's be loud. And I'm going to ask Dan, her husband, to come. And can we please acknowledge Allison and support Dan in his loss and his family? Dan, please come on up. Let's give it a loud round.
stories about the students that she helped here. I had one today, my door is always open, but she was hyperventilating from class, and she came into my office, and I had to talk her down and help her get through this. It can be a very difficult time, but that was Allison. She was open-hearted to everybody. If you had any problems, all you had to do was call her, walk into her office, or ask, and she would be there for you. And you're a second family. I mean, not just any phone calls, anytime there's something needed. We were on vacation a couple of times, and she was directing. That phone call rang, she was there. And I totally understood that, because yes, her heart was with this school, and to be here, I wish she was going to be here for another 20 years, because we're all going to miss her, and I thank you very much from the bottom of my heart.
Thank you for making the trip to be here. I'm really glad that was the final award for the day.